We were indeed fortunate to have a visit by Professor Ansari, retired professor from Aligarh Muslim University, internationally known for his work on the history of astronomy in India. We were very fortunate that his visit to us coincided just when the preparation for this exhibition was nearly completed, and we could show him the exhibition and obtain some feedback from him on this. Also, further interesting information related to this particular period, 17th century to 19th century, astronomy interactions between India and Europe.
It's a pleasure for me to see your exhibition on which you have spent so much time and commitment and devotion. I am very much impressed by this exhibition. I wish this exhibition will be further promoted, and maybe at some point of time you can have you can publish a catalog of the exhibition. But I would like to stress a couple of points on the reception of modern astronomy by Indian scholars somewhat before Jessing's contact with Jesuits. The telescope, or perspective as it was then called, was already available in India. Sir Thomas Roe presented one exemplar to Jahangir, and it was customary to give to the sons of nobles small telescopes in the 17th century. However, only during the 18th century, Jesuit presented a working telescope to Emperor Muhammad Shah, and Father Boudier used his long refractor on his way to Jaipur when invited by Jessing. He used his telescope to measure the geographical coordinates of various Indian towns by using the methods of Jupiter's satellite. Jessing writes in the Zijj Muhammad Shahi, the astronomical tables dedicated to Muhammad Shah, that in his kingdom telescopes, yani doorbeen, were constructed and he could watch the crescent-shaped Venus and Mercury, bands on the Jupiter's surface, and ellipsoidal shape of Saturn. In one of the manuscripts of Zijj Muhammad Shahi, there are diagrams of these observations and also diagrams of sunspots. However, we know today that Jessing could not use his telescope for actual measurements for want of micrometer and crosswires in his constructed telescopes. This trend of modern European astronomy was further promoted in the 19th century when a number of scholars wrote explicitly on heliocentric based European astronomy. Around 1835-40, Ghulam Hussain Jaunpuri carried out his own observations at the castle of Tikari by using his own telescope. The same was also done by Raja Ratan Singh Zakhmi. Zakhmi was his takhallus or poetic name. He was from Bareilly and he was in the service of Nawabs of Awadh. In fact, he was commissioned to write a book on mathematical astronomy in Persian, about 1000 pages, which was printed at the Royal Press, Lucknow. Ratan Singh did carry out many observations also of Halley's comet. In short, the Indian mind was quite receptive to the modern astronomy in particular and modern European science in the middle of the 19th century. But for the lack of patronization by Indian rulers and nobles, the political revolutionary upheaval in the second half of the 19th century brought the promotion of modern science to a complete halt. and it was revived after the establishment of Indian universities around 1920.